What's up, everybody? It's the 30s Perspective.
Yeah.
It's your girl, Sherelle Unique here. You cannot see me because I am currently on the road. I've just driven from Pittsburgh to Ohio to spend Thanksgiving Day with my family. So I have my camera turned off because you really wouldn't be able to see me anyway. Yeah. And then we have B Mike.
Hey, yo. So y'all be looking at me because I don't know where anybody else is yet.
Yes, they'll be on, but I have a little game we can play until they get here.
All right, I'm ready. What's the game?
Well, here's Alicia.
Awesome.
Shout out to Alicia.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, girl, hey.
You just in time for a game.
I see she's rocking with the camera off, too, just like me.
Just for a minute. Just for a minute, not long. Just give me a sec.
It's all good, girl. I got mine off because I'm on the road.
Sherelle, you driving and talking?
I have the little mobile thing that, it holds my phone. So I'm not holding my phone.
I didn't say you were, but I mean, I'm just saying. It's dark on them roads up there.
So you can't drive and talk because it's dark?
I can drive and talk. That ain't no problem.
No, but it requires...
I drive and sing.
It requires more... It requires more concentration.
Well, I'm pretty much here, actually. I'll be at my destination in the next few minutes. So I was just about to play a game with Brandon, and so you're just in time for the game. It's Thanksgiving this or that.
Okay.
All right, guys. So turkey or ham?
Turkey.
Ham.
So for me, if it's fried turkey, then it's gonna be fried turkey for me. If it's not fried, then it's gonna be ham. I know I gotta be difficult, but that's just the truth.
Ham. I like ham the second day.
Well, yeah, of course, man. Ham sandwiches. Woo!
Yeah. Ham is fire that second day.
Or with breakfast, like I cut it up and put it in with like my eggs and sausage and some peppers and onions.
See, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the long term with the leftovers. Thanksgiving is about the leftovers, yo.
Yeah, it is about the leftovers.
Right, but I make like a hash.
See, that's good.
I see what you're doing here. I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, so for me, it's turkey on Thanksgiving and it's ham the next day.
Okay. All right, y'all. So mashed potatoes or mac and cheese?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese for me. What about you, Alicia?
Mac and cheese.
All right, then. They're settled.
All right. Cornbread or dinner rolls?
Cornbread.
Dinner roll.
Nah, nigga. My grandma makes the best homemade rolls. It's rolls for me. It's rolls.
Yeah. Same. My great aunt, she makes these fire dinner rolls from scratch. It's like, oh my gosh. And even if those aren't there, I'm cool with the what's the brand? The potato rolls or whatever. Potato bread.
You mean the Hawaiian rolls?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to. Hawaiian rolls.
So people who haven't already gotten their rolls, they're gone at the store.
Don't be saying that.
It's true.
It is.
All right, because it's true. I'm telling you, because I used to work when I was in high school. I worked at a grocery store as a stock boy. There are certain items that are gone by maybe Monday or Tuesday. Hawaiian rolls are one of them.
You say that. I say since I went to the store earlier today, I was gonna pick up an extra.
Oh no, I definitely wasn't shopping. Like not any.
I I forgot some like little things earlier, so I had to go back to the store because I already bought all my base stuff. I went grocery shopping on Sunday. I already got everything, but then I was like, there was a few little things that I had to pick up today that I realized that I would run out of, like butter and eggs. So I was like, let me run to the store and grab some more butter and eggs. But then I was no, well, let me see if they have another thing of rolls. I said, oh, I don't know. I played myself.
Nope. Because for real, like Hawaiian rolls are gone, Glory Greens are gone, Ocean Spray cranberry sauce, that's been gone. Like all that stuff is out, and like even turkeys are slim pickings by now, so it's done.
It's done in this town. You're done in this town. All right. So then,
macaroni noodles are gone.
So then, Thanksgiving football or the Macy's Day Parade?
Man, I don't want to watch the damn parade. Football, what?
Football.
You know Alicia gonna say football.
Parade.
The Macy's Day Parade. Okay.
I'm not a football watcher, so
I know, but
I like the parade.
We used to have. I was never home for the parade. I was always out, because we'd always play in the turkey bowl. So, and like all my cousins and all of us would get together. So I was never home for the Macy's Day Parade. I was outside somewhere, sunshine, rain, snow, mud, somewhere playing some football.
All right. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, there's gonna be a whole lot of people playing football tomorrow and getting heart attacks and going to the hospital. That's what happens. No, like for real, like statistically, like it goes up a bit, not only from what people are eating and doing, but this is when families play football, like in the backyard or something. And, dudes that are like 48 thinking they still got it out there running around.
Actually, the highest holiday for most injuries is the 4th of July.
I can believe that. A lot of fireworks happening.
Yeah, my sister did whenever she worked and worked through the ED, and she would just work the ED on holidays to pick up extra money or whatnot. She would she said that the 4th of July was the holiday with the most injuries.
I'm sure.
I can see that.
I've been in situations where I probably should have been hurt. I remember there was one year we went out to the suburbs, and like one of the local neighbors got this fireworks box, and like you're supposed to just light one end of it, and it like shoots off like 50 fireworks. Well, for some reason he lit it, and then one or two fireworks went off, and then the whole box fell over towards us, and it started shooting fireworks at people. So yeah, we started running, trying to hide behind poles and trees, and a couple of them was right by me. So
that's scary. I would be scared to be like in the emergency room, working the emergency room during that holiday. It's probably crazy what they see.
Yeah, that plus with the Thanksgiving, people frying these turkeys, and they don't got the right turkey fryer. They got one of those cheap ones, and a bunch of the grease fire happening.
They said that Thanksgiving is the most house fires.
Yeah. All right. Exactly.
I was just reading, like, for me, it's like stupid, useless information. So, like, 4th of July is the biggest. Thanksgiving is house fires. Same with Christmas. Christmas is another one for house fires.
Yeah.
People not watering their trees.
Right. Using the old ass lights, they gotta shorten them.
Right. Right.
Get some new lights. They're $1.
Right. So, yes, Christmas is another one.
$1 for 100. Buy some new lights.
Yeah. What's your favorite side?
Side what? Side dish? Or for Thanksgiving, it's stuffing.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Stuffing
good.
with some cranberry sauce and some dressing.
Y'all, what's the difference between stuffing and dressing?
So dressing for me is like gravy, like turkey gravy. That's what dressing is for me. Most people say that stuffing is dressing just because most people was the of the Caucasian folk, they stuff their turkeys with stuffing.
Which is weird to me. Not okay. And this is like when my dad was a chef. He used to tell me like, "Yo, you could possibly get sick by doing it that way, so don't."
I listen. I don't do it that way. I think it's nasty. Like,
Yeah,
as I
no.
watched my friend's mom dig the gravy or dig the stuffing out of the turkey, and it was just sopping wet. It was like she was removing doo doo from the inside of the turkey and putting
Oh
it
man.
in a bowl. It was so gross.
Hell to the no.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna do it, like you need to prepare them separately. If you want the presentation of it, do it separately and then put it in the turkey.
Yeah, because what if it's not done? Like, no.
Right. Yeah, no, that's a bad idea. So, speaking of nastiness, on Thanksgiving, me and my cousin been going back and forth about how nasty chitlins are because she loves chitlins and I can't stand them.
Booty
I can't stand
noodles.
them.
Booty
I've been calling them piggy poop shoots all like month. But she's like, they're good. I'm like, no, they're not good.
Yo, my friend had me cracking up with her meme today. She was like, she said, oh, I thought a nigga that don't eat butt but eats booty noodles said something. She was like, because you still the doo-doo monster. Like,
Yo, for real. No.
I was like, dang. I was like, oh, she did them like that though.
That's hilarious.
Yep. It's so true though. There she is. Hey.
Sorry, y'all. I just got out the shower.
You all right? You see, I ain't.
Know.
It's because I've been cooking. I've been preparing my Thanksgiving dinner when I got home from the store. And I was like, well, let me get this stuff on now. Like my greens is on. My turkey is just about prepared. So it's all wrapped up in the refrigerator to be added to the oven tomorrow. I made the potatoes for my whatchamacallit? The potatoes for potato salad. So
Well, it's all good, girl.
yes.
It's all good. So, did y'all watch the Jeezy versus Gucci?
No, I didn't. I was at work. But I watched like highlights of it. I didn't watch it like all the way through because I wasn't sitting there the whole time watching it. If I didn't watch it like normal.
I watched it. What about you, Brandon?
He's not.
He loves.
Yeah.
Well, I enjoyed it. Like, these are all the songs I used to go clubbing to back in my day.
Right.
We used to be, just for anybody that might be from Akron, we used to be at all the clubs. We used to be at the Metropolis. We used to be at the Vertigo. We used to be at Chaparral's. We used to be at the John S. Knight Center. We used to go to Cleveland. We used to be kicking it every weekend. And so these were the songs that we used to kick it to. And so for me, it was just straight up nostalgia back when my knees was good and I ain't had no problems. I could wear my stilettos and all of that. I could wear all that stuff back in the day. So it just reminded me of my club life back back then. So I was there for the culture, but there was a couple moments where it got a little hectic. You know what I'm saying? Made your butt cheeks clench up. Back when Gucci played that diss record and the truth, and then Jeezy stepped in like, bruh, I called you, I invited you here, I brought you here, my nigga, as a real man. When we got into that point, I'm like, oh, what is about to happen on here tonight? So, but it ended up being like really great for the culture. It was cool to see them kind of drop the beef. I won't say they fully reconciled, but they decided to drop it, and that was good for us to see.
It's okay to not like somebody, but respect them in the sense of like, what they do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we both make music out here. I respect you for that. I don't have to like you. Like, we don't have to be best friends. We don't have to be friends at all. Period. But I like that two grown men can get on and show forth that maturity.
Me too.
It's nice to see, and it's nice that our young Black men can see that it's okay to let go of a beef. Like, you know what I mean? It's not worth anything. Like, you know what I mean? We could both be out here making money. We could both be out here eating. We could both, do. So that, yes, I can agree that was nice to see.
Yeah. And they performed So Icy together. So that was cool to see them perform that together. And yeah. Hey, Shane.
Shane's here.
Hey.
So, question.
What's our game?
Are we gonna finish the game?
Our game.
Oh, you missed the game. Yeah. So, what do y'all think about the Grammy nominations?
Well, B Mike, you ain't answered. Did you see the Jeezy and Gucci?
No, I had no interest.
Oh, okay. Share why.
I mean, even when they was on top of the charts, I just wasn't super excited for them at that time. So me watching it, I wouldn't have been connecting with the music like every other people were.
Okay. What about you, Shane? Did you watch it?
Shane didn't watch no Gucci. What is that noise? Is there an album in the Chipmunks filter?
Yo,
what was that?
It was Shane talking, cuz yo, you sound like a little mouse whenever you talk.
What's happening?
I'll be right back, guys.
All right. Yo, Shane, you gotta fix your sound.
You gotta fix it, bro. You sound like you this big.
You sound like, what was that in Steve Carell and Bruce Almighty when Bruce was fucking with him at the anchor desk.
Hey, yo, he gone. But I thought that was funny.
But Shane ain't watching no Gucci and Jeezy.
No. Well, all I'm saying is like, just because like I like Jeezy. I've listened to a lot of his songs. I'm a Jeezy fan.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of songs, yeah, that like they were catchy, but I mean, bitch, I might bees and whatever from the two, and I'm like, but I just wasn't like, yeah, I knew people that were when I was DJing, I had my little club gig and shit like that before when I was DJing. Man, people go hard requesting for you gotta play. I'm like, all right.
All right, bro. I play it, but damn, it ain't that serious.
Yeah, like like some people they wanted me to play B-side, like deep cuts from an album. Like no one knows this but you. No. Would it go hard? Yeah, all right, we'll bump it in your car.
I feel you. Okay.
She ain't want to get back in, but Sherelle is the one that got the.
Right. I don't have it.
Oh, let me respond to him. He's like, "Yo, wait, can I get back in?" Yeah, but I'm not the one.
I'm not the one holding the power to let you back in. Oh, that would have been smooth. So I'm all here for the Thanksgiving talk while we wait for
Yeah.
wait for the topic.
What dish are you excited about for tomorrow?
All of it because I'm cooking it.
Why not you have something, either you're something trying something new, or you have like your.
Listen, I'll tell you this just like I told my cousins. Thanksgiving is not the time to try anything new. If you would like to try something new, you could do that any other day of the year. Do not do that on Thanksgiving. Like when the time that my cousin brought her, um, she brought some, I don't know, it was some type of salad or something. I want to say it was a stuffing that had like walnuts and almonds and
I don't
raisins,
want nuts in my stuffing.
cranberries and all this stuff in it. She's like, "Oh, I wanted to try something new and I wanted to, something more healthy." Look, you got every other day of the year to be healthy. You got every other day of the year to try something new.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is not that time. So please do not try nothing new on Thanksgiving.
All right. So, all right. Technically, I am trying something new, sort of. So, but I lied. But what I did do is kind of test it out beforehand, so that tomorrow's fine. Um.
You said you tested it out beforehand?
Yeah. Like, all right. So, yeah. So it's kind of new. Like, what I'm doing. Well, I tested it out with a couple of chickens. So I started making marinades and injecting them into the meats I'm doing. Cause I'm smoking a ham tomorrow.
Hmm.
And you inject the meat, keep it all juicy while you're doing the smoking, because that's always like one of the harder things, not getting the meat to dry out. um and so when I did the chickens a couple weeks ago, I made this beer and butter marinade to inject the chickens with, and that was really good. So for the ham though, I'm doing this maple syrup marinade.
I always do a maple syrup. It's not a maple syrup. It's I do brown sugar and pineapple.
All right, so yeah, so part of the maple syrup marinade has the brown sugar in it. I'm putting pineapples on top of it.
I always put the pineapples on top, but I also do like an injection with the pineapples
That's what's up.
in it. I just put it right in there. So,
Yeah,
but yeah,
and I'm smoking it tomorrow. So I'm gonna smoke it, and that takes a while. And then I'm gonna
I wanted to do some brisket. I wanted to smoke some brisket,
oh yeah, that's good.
but I don't have a smoker, and I'm not going to my family's house. I'm doing it here at my
Do you
house.
have a grill?
I do, but it's just not the same. My uncle has a smoker.
All right, so with the grill, you can do it with it. I've before, like this past year or two, I used to do them on the grill. It's all about indirect heat, so you can definitely smoke anything on the grill. You just got to make sure that all the coals and fires on one side, all your wood and everything, and then the meat's on the other side, and
Yeah,
it'll do
I'm
it.
not a real big fan of like smoked meat or like that. Like I like brisket. That's about it. Like for me, I just give me some. I'm all about like my uncle did a turkey the one year. Lord have mercy. He did a deep fried turkey and he burned it.
See,
When I
yep.
listen, no, when I tell you that this turkey was so burnt, it was so dry, and on the outside it was so burnt. To like eat the turkey, you had to drink some water.
I know. See, no,
You
can't get
drank
down with it.
you
Like,
take the water first, you put it in your mouth, and then you put a little piece of turkey in there, get all
no,
the
it's
stuff.
not worth it then.
It's because
That,
that was
that
the only turkey. And I wanted some turkey on Thanksgiving. I wanted some turkey. And
Got
that
to
was the
try
only
again.
turkey that we had. So from then on out, we decided that we were no longer going to just do one turkey by one person. Because if they burn it or mess it up, then we stuck with the burnt turkey.
Yeah. No, see, so you gotta do is especially for a turkey, man, you undercook like whatever method, whether you're frying or smoking, you undercook it and then throw it in the oven for like an hour so that it's done, but it's not overdone.
Is that the method?
That's what I've been doing. It works every time. Cause like, poultry is not something you can fudge. Like beef and pork, you can fudge the
Pork,
doneness.
pork, you can't. Because
Well,
pork,
you can actually. You can look that up. You actually can. Like, you don't have to have pork. Doesn't have to be super well done. It does a misconception. It doesn't have to be. Most people like it that way, whatever. But regardless, like poultry has to be done, and it's the smaller window of done but juicy versus all dried out, which is always important to have a meat thermometer. That helps, so you know exactly when it's done. Keep it basted, keep it injected, keep the moisture in. But
right.
with the frying, it's so easy to burn a turkey frying.
See, I've ever since I did my injected turkey with the it's occasion,
Yeah.
and I only eat my turkey like that on Thanksgiving now.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a quicker way of cooking it. But as you know, when you cook meat quicker, higher chance of burning.
No,
uh,
no, like I
oh,
don't,
the Cajun thing.
yeah, I don't cook it any faster. All I do is I just use the marinade, the injection marinade,
Okay.
and I marinate it overnight.
Yeah.
And then in the morning, I'll stick it right in the oven. Like I put the in
Oh,
the
you was talking about putting it in the oven? Gotcha. I thought you meant about
yeah,
frying it. Yeah, in the oven. Yeah.
no, no, no. The only thing I do in the morning, the only thing I do in the morning when I get up is I put the onion and the celery and stuff, and the extra stuff that I put, the seasoning stuff that I put in.
Right.
I put it on the inside, and then I just stick it right in the oven. Like right now, it's marinating in the refrigerator.
That's what's up. Yeah, I've when I anytime I'm smoking a turkey, I brine it the night before. So a big salt bath the night before, and then I stuff it with like this maripod. Like so, stuff it with sliced up apples and celery and onions, and I just cram it all in there, and then that keeps all the moisture and the juices and the flavors, and you season it and injections and yeah,
All that good stuff.
all the goodness. Whether I'm smoking it or baking it, I've yet to fry a turkey, but that's normal because I know people who fry turkey, so I just take these there. Um,
Yeah,
nah.
after my uncle ruined that experience for me, I no longer want any fried turkey.
And you know what? I don't think people understand, like, getting the temperature, the grease right. And then on top of that, you got to know how long to do it for the size turkey you have. Whether you're doing a 14 pound or a 22-pound turkey, it's going to be different.
Yeah. See,
Nope.
this year, since it's just me, my husband, my daughter, and then his mom and dad. I only did a 10-pound turkey.
See, cool. That's cool. Because you know what? People want the big grandiose turkey, and then they're stuck. You end up throwing half the turkey away a week later.
Well, no, I mean I would make my husband likes turkey sandwiches, but his dad don't eat turkey. I only eat it on Thanksgiving.
Right.
Um,
For real.
besides lunch meat turkey, that's it. But
Yeah.
that's it. And then like my daughter don't eat. She'll nibble at some turkey, but not like she's not like a big eater.
Hmm.
And my husband's the only one that really just sits and eats it like it's nothing. So I
Yeah.
was like, that's a perfect size. We just gonna do that, and we just gonna keep it rolling. You sure?
Exactly. That's you don't gotta get the big, huge, you know, mega turkey. I used to do those, the big mega 22, 24 pound,
Um,
huge king mega turkey.
Now my family will do it for like the holiday. I mean, like if all of us are getting together, but COVID has ruined a lot of things for a lot of people this
That
year.
has then you gotta figure out where to put it in the refrigerator.
And then my refrigerator broke.
Oh.
I have a broken refrigerator.
Well, damn. What you gonna do?
We pulled another one from um my father-in-law's rental properties, like the
Gotcha.
one that's not being used right now.
Okay.
Out and whatnot. And because when he went to go buy one, the first available is to be delivered is January 5th.
What?
Yeah.
That's some shit.
Right. He went and bought it, paid for it, but it won't be here until January 5th.
Oh.
He said that's the first delivery day because we were going to get it fixed, but there are like, first off, we called and they said the first repairman can't be out for like 2 weeks. Then we found out like what it was that was broke on the refrigerator. So they told us it was going to cost some money for it to get fixed. And we're like, well, we might as well buy a new one because the price to get fixed is
Right.
pointless. It's pointless to get it fixed. You might as well go buy a new one. They said
Exactly.
it's going to be like close to like $1,500 to fix.
Oh no, it's a brand new refrigerator. More than a refrigerator.
Exactly, because he said it's the compressor.
Oh yeah.
You know, the thing that makes a refrigerator. So like, with the
Right.
cold, because it wasn't freezing, it was barely getting cold.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, great refrigerator, thank you. So now we got this like we got one of them little ass like 80s refrigerator in the house. It's so funny because it's so little, like compared to like what we had. It's so little. Like we put all of our condiments in there, and that was it. That was all that fit in like all 3 shelves.
Yo, that's for yo. I remember that was like this all white tiny refrigerator with 2 shelves in it. Yeah.
And I'm like, how did people survive on these little refrigerators before?
They ate less. I don't know.
I don't know, something maybe. Where's Sherelle?
Yeah, because Shane can't get back in until she comes back. She must have got where she was going, and then that
Forgot
was it.
about us.
All right, because I want to talk about the Grammy nominations because they just came out.
Okay, so who's being nominated?
Oh, you look at the list. Let me pull the list up. I'll put a list up. And so people are upset because the Weeknd didn't make it on the list.
Ooh.
And people are like, what? Like, he had one of the biggest hits of the year. Let's see. Where's it at? Here we go. All right. So, album of the year, we got Janae Aiko, Black Pumas, Coldplay, Jacob Collier, Haim, Dua Lipa, Post Malone, and Taylor Swift.
Mm.
So those are the albums of the year. Then record of the year, we got Beyonce for Black Parade, Black Pumas, Da Baby, Doja Cat, Billie Eilish, Dua Lipa, Post Malone, and Megan Thee Stallion. That's for Savage.
Oh man, Megan Thee Stallion.
Savage, yeah. Now I was wondering if WAP was going to make it, but it did not.
I don't think WAP was gonna make it just because of the content of the video.
Exactly. I don't think they're going to play WAP at the Grammys.
Yeah, but I could see her making it at the BET Awards with that.
Of course. Source Awards, BET Awards, all those. Soul Train Awards. There's too many award shows, by the way.
Yeah, there is. I think it takes away from like the meaning of the awards. Like,
Yeah, like it's too many. Like,
don't win it here. Oh, then I could just go get nominated over here to win it.
yeah, like for real. Like, it takes away to me the importance of these awards when everybody gotta have an award.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when we were kids, there wasn't that many. I remember when they introduced the MTV Music Award. I was like, all right, cool, that was cool. Then everybody started having awards. I'm like, why?
No.
But,
That's because it's almost like it's that same thing that I said before. Like everybody has to have a trophy.
yeah.
Like everybody has to have a participation trophy.
So any of those I mentioned so far, your favorites? Anything that stand out that you hoping they win?
I don't like Taylor Swift, so F that. I don't know. She just gets on my nerves, and she thinks like she is like, Lord have mercy. I don't
Well, it's not just her. Like, it's her fan base. They put her up
know.
there,
She's annoying to me. Like she's super annoying.
and they cater to the right crowd. She catered to like the preteens, the tweens, 11, 12, 13, 14 year olds when she came out. And now that those people are hitting college, they are like all about her.
You think that's what it is?
Well, yeah, I mean, she just like Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift catered to teenagers. Um, and those are your most loyal fans ever.
I guess. I still don't. I don't know. I'm just gonna say that I don't think that's it for me. I think it's like she has that good girl vibe
She
about
does.
her that like a lot of people do like,
Uh huh.
and I get it.
She's not too harsh. She's middle of the road. The parents don't complain about her.
Right.
Do I sound any better?
Yes, you sound good now. You're good. Here we go.
Okay.
All right, so we were just talking about the Grammy nominations. What your thoughts were about those?
Well, I don't know who all was
Read it off
nominated.
again, Brandon.
All right, so for album of the year, we got Janae Aiko, Black Pumas, Coldplay, Jacob Collier, Haim, Dua Lipa, Dua Lipa, Post Malone, and Taylor Swift.
I have no idea. I didn't listen to any of those albums.
Okay, and people are mad that The Weeknd is not on here. The Weeknd should be on here, but a lot of his fans are upset that he wasn't nominated. Now, there's a lot of things that go into a nomination. I don't know
Like
if his
discrimination. And
well, part of it starts off with your management or has to submit you by a certain time to even be. Remember the Kanye West thing like a year or two, a couple years ago, where he wasn't submitted in time, and they were like, oh, he was upset. But yeah, you have to be submitted in time. There's a certain level. Of course, he hit all the checkpoints for the stats because you have the certain stats for it. But he wasn't put on the official nomination list. I don't know. Now, record of the year. Go ahead. What are you saying?
go ahead.
I'll say record of the year. We got Beyonce for Black Parade, Black Pumas. Then we got The Baby for Rockstar, Doja Cat for Say So, Billie Eilish, Dua Lipa, Post Malone, and then Megan Thee Stallion for Savage.
I don't know. I really like Say So, and I really like Savage, and I really like Black Parade or whatever it's called. I like all three of those. Yeah. So it would have been one of those three for me.
All right, so that's the record of the year.
But make sure that I'm clear. Say So, the original, not the one with Nicki Minaj, and then Savage, the remix with Beyonce.
Okay. Now, you know what? I always forget what it is because then we have Song of the Year, Record of the Year, and Song of the Year. Now, Song of the Year is a little different because that one's got Black Parade. That got the Box with Roddy Ricch, Cardigan, Taylor Swift, Circles, Post Malone, Don't Start Now, Dua Lipa, then Billie Eilish again. I Can't Breathe by Her. I like Her a lot. Her's good. And then If the World Was Ending by JP Saxe.
I don't know most of them songs, but I will tell you, Billie Eilish can sing. She can really, really sing. I'll leave that there. Very beautiful voice. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like songs that I really love aren't ever in the. I won't say ever.
Because you don't matter.
Yeah. My Black life don't matter.
No, just like, no, I think it's more or less like you gotta realize like me and Brandon were talking about like who like votes for this stuff, like who puts them like at the top of the chart, stuff like that, and it's the fan base. And you know, like we were talking about Taylor Swift, for instance, like her fan base is like all kids.
Yeah.
Well, right, you know, and like some of her, they said some of them now are hitting college because you know she started a while ago, and that's
Yeah,
her. That's the strongest. If you can grab a teenage crowd, then you're gonna go far with that. And she definitely grabbed them, and it's been working out well.
And she's an excellent writer. She's an excellent songwriter, I think, personally.
Personally, I don't like that bitch.
Why she gotta be all that? What happened? How did she get to that place?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I don't know. It's just she comes off to me like, you know, she feels like she's better than everybody. That's why like that whole Kanye thing, like I laughed at it because I thought it was super funny because she comes off as like some snotty, snooty little white girl.
Oh, I never got that from her.
I see that. I mean, I don't have really feelings for her in either direction, but I can see where she would see that about Taylor Swift.
Yeah,
she looks like that, but I've never heard anything that tells me that she is that way. Like if I just looked at her, I'd be like, oh, she's this way. But that, that's not fair.
I catch that vibe. So for me, it's all about vibes. So I catch that vibe with her, and I don't vibe with her.
I think one of the songs that should have been nominated, like I think what's the song by Lil Baby where he be saying like it's bigger than black and white or something that song. And he says like God is the only man I fear. We done had a hell of a year. I can't think of the name of that song, but it's by Lil Baby and it's been played a lot on the radio.
It's called, you mean The Bigger Picture?
Bigger Picture, yeah. Yeah, that song. That's a really.
We can't have Little Baby and Da Baby. Like we get them confused.
We already get them confused.
Hey, if the world can handle two Dr. Dre's, we can do this.
I just think like Rockstar was just a crossover hit, so that's why we even.
You need those.
Yeah, like it fits for both crowds. Where Bigger Picture isn't quite as relatable for both crowds, I would say.
Yeah.
There was some people that was having a problem with Meg Thee Stallion winning over the Baby, I think. What is it, like Best New Artist or something?
Why? I mean, she's definitely.
I just saw a meme talking about Meg Thee Stallion supposed to be being able to take out J. Cole and
what?
A versus battle.
No,
a versus battle.
People,
I mean, I like Megan Thee Stallion. I like Megan Thee Stallion, but J. Cole would destroy her in a battle.
People be
And
talking.
her music isn't versatile enough to be in any kind of. Well, I think if she was gonna be in a versus battle, she would need to be in a versus battle with somebody else that does WAP rap.
Is that the official subgenre? Is WAP rap? We didn't made that a thing.
I've made it a thing. That's the best way for me to explain that style of music. But who could she go up against? She could go up against Cardi at this point because she has enough music out now. Because Cardi doesn't have that much music out.
Little Kim might as well just come out of retirement and handle the light work.
Oh yeah, speaking of light work, have you seen her lately?
Kim still has music though, but that ain't light work, Brandon. That's heavy.
No, but her skin is light, man. She got that that Michael Jackson vitiligo thing going on.
Yeah, she did too much. She went too far.
Yo, she bleached the fuck out of herself.
Because of Biggie passing, maybe she couldn't deal with the grief and self-esteem.
I don't know. So she couldn't deal with it, so she wanted to look more like Faith Evans? What's the deal?
I just think like she self-esteem and grief mixed together. I just feel like she just went too far. She should have never got any work done. If she didn't really
for real. Like her and Lark Voorhees are looking alike.
Mm.
Yeah. Or she should have just stopped at the breast implant.
I guess, man. I don't know, but I just saw a video of Lil' Kim like a week ago, and I'm like, yo, that is not Lil' Kim. Nope.
She's still making music right now.
She kind of looked like a female Michael Myers to me. I don't know.
Wow.
Oh, man.
I mean, I kind of miss the way she used to be.
I do too.
I've seen multiple pictures of her, and I can't tell what's the real her and what's stuff people might be distorting. You know what I mean?
Man, no, that's her. I just saw this video of her. Probably everything you're seeing is real, man. She looked bad, man. I don't like it. I want the how many licks Lil' Kim back.
I'm interested to see what her daughter is gonna grow up to look like. Just because that's gonna remind us, hopefully, of how she used to look.
Man, I'm not with it, yo. And I mean, you're right. It definitely sucks. Whatever the mental, emotional, whatever that's got her doing it. I mean, I know she's done interviews addressing the questioning, talking about, people used to tell her that she wasn't sexy enough because she was darker or whatever. Like,
she wasn't really voluptuous. She wasn't voluptuous either. And when you're in that kind of field, it's always better for you to be more voluptuous.
She's Foxy Brown, and I don't understand.
Oh my God, yo! Like every dude in our 30s respective range remember Lil' Kim's album cover, her like squatted over the like polar bear, like
yeah.
Like I knew like 4 dudes that had that poster in their high school locker, like.
Yeah. But she didn't have big boobs, big butt. She didn't have any of that stuff. So when you're in that,
nobody was checking for that sort of thing back in the
day. She had more than Eve.
No, I know men don't care as long as you got the parts. Some men don't care, but in the limelight, and you're up against all these other women. That's why K. Michelle got that big old huge butt.
Yeah, man. And then Lil' Kim would hit the red carpet with the pasties.
Usually when women do that stuff, they're in direct competition with each other. It's less about
all the time.
Absolutely.
It ain't got nothing to do with the female.
I don't, for real.
Because
it's not about the men at all.
Because the men do get to the point where they say, "Hey, we don't like this look," and then the women kind of fire back and kind of the men for not liking it. You know,
like
what I mean?
The eyelashes look. I never heard a dude like, man, she got pretty eyelashes.
Well, there's levels to the eyelash thing, because there's plenty of women who have them on and not a soul knows they have them on because they're so small and they look like your regular face. Now these butterfly 3D lashes is another conversation.
Yeah, looking like a giraffe eyelashes. But even still, they're not something when people look, when guys look at a girl's face, a woman's face, like, yo, man, her eyelashes are skimpy. I don't like it. That's never something I've ever heard.
No, it's not something that it's not something that the men would like be there to compliment. What it is it adds dimension to her face. Like if she has a certain kind of it adds dimension to her face. So like it ain't something that you would like really, if they're natural, it's not something you would pick up on and be like, those eyelashes are great.
Like when women wear weaves, that's just way too unbelievable, and men actually say something about it. You know what I mean?
Man,
a lot of
it's
times,
all catfishing.
That stuff for the men, they wearing it for each other.
We do wear it for each other, but it also makes certain features pop out, like with the eyelashes and the are they closed? Are you picking up a delivery order? This is a drive-through order. They're closed. Yes, we're not taking orders. Damn it.
Corona strikes again.
What was I gonna say?
You were talking about eyelashes are like catfishing.
Not catfishing, but it just makes certain features pop. Like when we get our eyebrows done, it makes our eyes pop. When we have our lashes done, it makes our eyes pop, and
that is for each other.
Enhances other features.
Because I don't hear men complain about it until it becomes their problem.
If men don't complain about it as much, as because they don't want to hear the complaining about the complaints.
No, it's not.
So I don't even notice all that, man. Like what I notice is when it's all fucked up. So if you're gonna do it, if you do this extreme, ridiculous, like your eyebrows are shaved off, now you done drawn your eyebrows back in where your eyebrows don't even grow to begin with.
Only those of the Caucasian do that.
No, I will show you some people aren't not. Yo, where they just look surprised all the time.
I was just about to say that.
No, nope.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of women do stuff like that, and they just look like caricatures of actual women.
For real.
And it's like,
I don't like it.
When a guy says, "Hey, I want something a little bit more authentic," and it's like, nah.
Y'all can all say that. Here's my thing with that, and I'm gonna just leave it there, and y'all can comment if you want to. But
I'm ready.
I'm gonna just speak my piece. If we walked around here looking like bald-headed little scallywags with and we didn't put no effort into us, not a man would look at us or want anything to do with us. But because we take it, wait, no, Shane, let me finish. Okay. So because we take pride in ourselves and we take, yes, some women do go above and beyond. I'm not gonna say that they don't, and I can agree that some of it is egregious, but there are some women, and a lot more women, that go with this new style of what these celebrities and what men gawk over, because they want to be gawked over too.
Well, I ain't gawking over giraffe eyelash.
I have literally told women that I would prefer they be straight up bald headed than to have some of the stuff they glue to their heads.
Yeah, that's
what's funny is guys are gluing stuff to their heads now too.
We don't, like you said, we don't do it for you. Oftentimes, it's for ourselves. And then also to add to that, like you said, what we put on our heads, sometimes that is to protect what we already have. It's a protective.
No, I have heard that.
I've heard that a lot of times, and usually
because the rain
that are damaging.
The rain, the wind, all of that stuff, the scarves, the coats that's rubbing on our real hair, styling our real hair every day, that is damaging our hair. So like a lot of times we'll have those styles to protect our hair and give our hair a break.
How come in the early 90s a lot of women didn't have these problems?
They did. What are you talking about?
You said how come they didn't have the problems?
Yeah, I mean like
the problems were there, but were the solutions there? The solutions were different.
Because think about this, the early 90s styles, like women were wearing like finger waves and all this. There's a lot of process. A lot of perms were happening in the 90s. Mm-hmm. The natural look didn't come back until recently. And then before that, it was like the 70s.
But I do have a question. Would anybody on here want to get plastic surgery or any kind of enhancement surgery?
I can use a tummy tuck.
All right, if it's gonna be something, it's gonna be something like that. Like
I am.
You would do.
I am.
Yeah, I'm not gonna alter
I'm
my
not
face
gonna-
or nothing like that.
No, don't touch my face. Don't touch my face at all.
Touch
Right.
my face.
Me neither. But after I'm done having all my babies, I'm gonna get my mommy tuck.
All right.
And
That's as close as that's gonna go.
I've never had surgery, so because I've never had surgery for real, other than like an oral surgery, then I probably would not. But if I had a couple surgeries under my belt and I was comfortable with that, I'd probably do like a fat transfer, where I would take the fat one place and put it somewhere else.
yeah, but
Yeah, I
that's
would
what I'm
want to
doing
take
as far as my
fat
mommy
from my tummy
upgrade.
and put it in the garbage.
You would put it in the garbage.
Yeah, but he gonna do a fat transfer to the trash. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take that out.
I'm gonna
and get rid of it.
I'm gonna put mine in my booty.
I'm gonna put mine in my boobs. That's where
You
it's
gonna
gonna
put yours
go.
in your boobs. I'm gonna put mine in my booty.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what would happen.
Right. Me and my husband already talked about it. He said that he would pay for it.
Well, okay.
There it is.
So, and that's after and I told him, I said, I don't want nothing. Like, and we talked about, he was like, because you're not getting nothing like what those females got that just don't fit their body. They just look ridiculous. I was like, no, I don't want anything ridiculous. I don't want anything ridiculous.
I don't want anything ridiculous either. I feel like K. Michelle went too far, like it to the point where it looks weird, like your butt was looking weird at that point.
It was shaped funny.
So, like, men, is there ever like too much butt where it's like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, so here's what I'm saying. All right, here's the issue I have. I'm not gonna say there's too much butt in general. What I'll say is this: it has to taper correctly to the thigh meat too. You can't have skinny ass thighs and then this big ass round butt. It don't look good. It don't look natural. Nothing. Yeah, proportion. It should taper nicely from the thigh into the. No, I don't want. No. That looks bad.
That makes sense.
Proportion is important.
What about too much boobs?
Yeah, same thing. I mean, I look at it like this. If your boobs is big enough where you got to put deodorant underneath them, something wrong.
Hey,
I went. Shane, you fucked up. Hold up now.
Hey, Shane.
You done fucked up now. Because
listen, I'm in the itty bitty club, and that's still a thing. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Shane, you fucked up now. I know that.
Naturally,
if there's a fold
not trying to hear that.
You gotta.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll dial it back. They should be so big to where they wrap around you.
Okay. Oh, when you lay down, like it'll.
So yeah, you don't want to show it, but they lay down and then they can lay on the bed next to them. Just that's what he's talking about.
Listen, I know a lot of natural women who are like that. There is no enhancements.
Oh yeah, no enhancements keep them up.
Don't move.
They don't move at all.
Sit here.
If your boobs can be used as a pillow,
then she's winning. That's awesome.
Yeah, like if you could just be like,
hey.
I know quite a few women that, especially in my family, that are blessed beyond measures.
Would y'all do like the man unit?
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
What's the man unit?
That's risky. There's a chance of.
You mean enhance the man unit?
No, would you get a man unit if you didn't like your hairline or it was
Brandon, where would your mind go?
Somewhere else.
Oh, she said unit, so I thought she was talking about something else. Okay.
Yeah, no, she's talking about
your unit.
She's talking about the other head, the one on your shoulders.
Yeah, not that unit.
Oh,
but
you should.
There is enhancement surgery for that too.
Yeah, and they all don't work.
How you know?
Wait, it was coming.
Right.
It was
coming. Yeah, only reason why is because the article. No, it's not me. I'm good. The articles they talk about that shit because like there was something I was reading about the things that women want from guys. Stereotypically are things that guys really can't change.
Yeah,
so
you got no control.
Like height and dick size is like not something that guys can go out and buy. Versus women being able to buy, breast surgery enhancements and butt enhancement, all this other stuff. Guys can't go out and buy 5 inches in either direction, whether it's height or dick. Can't just go out and buy shit. And so that's what I was reading about and the fact there's no solutions for either one of those. Nothing that's.
You just stuck with what you stuck with.
Yeah.
And that's just you just gotta work with what you got.
Listen, but there's somebody for everybody.
Y'all are funny with this, man, because I'm telling you, like, because I'm 6'4", I don't got an issue or whatever, but there's women that are out there, like, if you say 5 foot anything, you're like short.
Okay. Well, not really, because my husband's only 5'10".
Yeah, I got you. But when you talk to women like you're out somewhere, how tall are you? If you say 5'11", women like as soon as you say 6 foot, wait, whatever, it's like, oh, cool, like you're up there, you're tall, whatever, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really take all that stuff seriously about measurements of anything because some people don't have no concept of what actual size is. Because, there's some women out there that say, I don't take no less than 11 inches. And then it's like, okay, a Comcast remote is only 8. You think you can make that whole thing disappear?
Yeah, well, also, I guess that statistically, women prefer 5 to 7. They don't even want, like, the porno size ridiculous.
Right. I tried to tell men that, but I don't know why these females be out here lying to themselves and these men's like
because the culture around it, man, it's supposed to be more virile, more manly to be out there with 14-inch dicks.
It's like, the culture of
like my husband didn't believe me when I told him
because they got around so much. It's like the walls are just caved in. So,
and some women have naturally deep ones, and or other way, naturally shallow ones. So,
what we talking about? What I step into?
You stepped into the right conversation. You know exactly what we talking about with the walls.
Yeah, instead of saying
we're talking about people that are deep thinkers. Deep thinkers, Sherelle, nasty.
I don't know what to say about that topic.
You stepped in the right conversation. You know exactly what we was talking about.
Yeah, because you started because you said man unit instead of hairline.
There we go. You said man unit.
Man unit is a wig, man wig.
Yeah, okay, whatever. You should have said man wig because when you say man unit, that was not. I wasn't thinking about the hairline.
No. If she would have said like man weave, I would have got it. Because I see those ads on social media where guys be like, they be ordering specialized sponge to get glued to their face and head and then shaped up.
No, all right. If you can't grow a beard, then just let it go. And in terms of the head, like you can like, I don't get this part, man. Like you can shave your head bald and pull it off normally, especially for black dudes. Shave your head bald, be done.
I mean, most guys.
Be like LeBron and go get the hair plugs.
No, that right there, like it look. You know what's funny though is when there are, especially for people that are famous. You spent years with like patchy hair and balding, and you show up with like a full set afro.
You look ridiculous.
Like we know what you look like.
It's like how Steve Harvey changes up his appearance, every couple of weeks, and it's like, wait a minute, you didn't look like that 2 weeks ago. What's going on?
Hey, he wanted to keep that hairline.
I
think he did a good job with keeping it for a long time. Like it looked pretty. It looked pretty real for a while. Then it was time for it to go. Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey, yeah.
On a television screen.
Yeah. And like, but see, to me, Steve Harvey's fro was always like too dark. Like you didn't see no scalp. It was just dark. It was just a black hole afro darkness. Like it's not even real.
Yeah, he's like the little man on a wedding cake.
But what did he do though? He eventually said, "Yo, fucking shave it off." These guys out here trying to have them little glue-on toupees. I'm like, yo, why?
Because they feel that if they can pay for their woman's hair to get done, why can't they pay for theirs?
But then some
Because-
people's hair is really messed up. Like, okay, balding is normal, but
I can see if
like,
you look
let's
like
think
a
about-
spotted owl and you got to do
let's
something
think about
it.
LeBron's hair. LeBron's hair was pretty bad.
Shave it off.
Thanks.
Look, I'm not
Shave
fighting.
it off. Cut it close.
But he don't have the head for a bald look. He don't have it.
You grow into it.
Yeah,
No,
it
you
just
don't.
becomes who you are.
Yeah,
No.
because some people got that lopsided head. Like, okay, Shane, you got like a perfectly round head to be bald, but some
It
people's
wasn't
heads,
always like this.
some people's heads are crooked.
Yeah, I know some people got like a head that look like a half-sucked peanut.
And the
What is
bald
a
don't look right
half-sucked
on them.
peanut? All right. Anyway, moving on.
I want to do a special shout out to Swenson's, y'all. If you ever, it's a drive-in spot. So if you ever come to the Akron area, go to Swenson's, get you a galley
Nobody
boy.
go to Akron but you.
I know, but I'm still gonna shout out my spot. Get you a galley
Shout
boy
it
in
out,
California. That's where I'm at right now. So
Wait, you all the way in Akron to go to a fast food joint? Is that what
No,
it is?
she lives. Her family's in Akron, so that's why she's there. Man.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Thanksgiving. That's right.
Yeah.
Mm.
He
Yeah.
was like, you went all the way to Akron for fast
For
food.
real.
Right?
I am a little crazy, and the old me probably would have done that if I had to
Hey,
take
that's
for
before
it.
there was an
That's
IHOP in
spontaneous.
Pittsburgh, I used to go to the IHOP out in whatchamacallit?
I've made trips to the Waffle House in Washington.
Shrike.
Oh
Right.
yeah, I used to make trips to that Waffle House. Also, they had a Ponderosa at a time, and when I missed Ponderosa,
And they also had an IHOP.
I still miss Ponderosa.
they still have an IHOP actually.
Ponderosa still exists?
Only in certain places, not in
Yeah.
Pittsburgh anymore. They closed
Okay.
the one in
Yes, there is.
Washington.
Oh no, that's Haas's. Never mind, you're right.
Yeah, they
I don't
closed the
like
one in
Austin.
Washington, PA. But there is certain ones, but they're not in Pittsburgh.
Ponderosa.
I like it. It's a nice
What?
little chicken wing.
Ponderosa is cool.
And them chicken wings was fire.
For real. Yeah. And the little buttered rolls and shit. Ponderosa, man.
So y'all doing anything for Thanksgiving? Obviously, Sherelle is gonna be with family.
Well, I was gonna watch the Steeler game, but they moved it.
Yeah.
Mad about that.
And Brandon's grilling.
I'm smoking.
He's smoking a ham and some ribs.
Yep.
Like I said, I came home, so I'll be getting plates from my mom, my aunt, and my great aunt. But then I also am considering, and I'm trying to decide if I'm doing this or not, but I might take a little trip to Columbus too this weekend. We'll see.
Do it. Just do it.
It's cold. It's the COVID season that's making me be like, because I don't want to be like this. If I drive that far, I ain't trying to be all out the window like
Well, drive
with all
you
my
now,
friends.
come to Detroit.
You said I should come to Detroit for the weekend?
Well, yeah, Pontiac. There's still some stuff that's supposed to be open because people out here, they're getting sick of the whole lockdown thing. So if they could help it, they're trying to actually
Listen,
defy
I ain't going
the
to nobody's
executive order.
Michigan nothing. They had a whole plot to like take out the governor of Michigan. Now I'm cool. Guys. I'm cool off Michigan.
Shane, how far are you from Ohio? I've been to Michigan. Was it how many hours? I forgot. Do
Only
you know?
90 miles from Toledo.
Okay. All right.
Nah, I'm cool off Michigan. They crazy up there. Ain't nobody got time for that. Y'all was gonna kidnap the whole
90 miles from Toledo. With Shane's car, you can probably do that drive in 45 minutes.
Probably. I just ordered some oil for it. I gotta change the oil.
What you get? Some Royal Purple? What you get? Some
No, I'm a licensed AMSOIL dealer, so I
Oh,
bought,
cool.
so
All
all
right.
fluids is AMSOIL.
Awesome.
AMSOIL also makes a spray wax too.
That's awesome as well.
What are we talking about?
I may have to talk to you about that.
All right. It'll be
We're talking about car stuff, Alicia. That's all.
Oh, I don't know
2-day
nothing about
shipping.
cars.
So that's what we're talking about.
That's,
Yeah.
that's what you men folk are for.
What? That is so sexist. Horrible.
It is.
Horrible.
And look at this
Amzo has
face.
his
That's
motor
me
oil
back
too.
here.
That this is 20,000 mile motor oil. So that means
20,000 mile motor oil.
So that means you could change your motor oil after 20,000 miles or 1 year, whichever comes first.
So you're talking about and for the life of the car, you might only get 5 oil changes.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's craziness, yo. That's
technology came a long way.
For synthetic, no, does it come in all weights?
Yeah, most of them.
Okay, cool.
Well, see, the way that I'm set up, I only do like 2 oil changes a year. So
really, Alicia, you don't stay on top of your oil changes?
Oh, you about to get checked by another woman? She's like, "Yo, do your shit."
I don't
stay
go
on top of this.
Right.
So, all right, based on mileage, yeah. If you're doing the mileage thing, yeah.
Right, and like because I was working right around I'm like literally less than 10 miles, not even from my job when I was working at the hospital, and now that I'm working even closer, I don't really go nowhere. So my oil
You still
doesn't.
gotta change it even if you don't travel that much because oil is still hygroscopic, which means it will absorb moisture. And if you get water in your oil,
that's not separate. No, it's not good.
What would cause you to have water in your oil?
It's hygroscopic, which
it sucks the moisture out of the air. That's all.
Oh,
so are you guys?
I don't know what hygroscopic means
from his job. And
what was your question, Alicia?
I said, y'all men folk that know something about cars need to have a whole tutorial for females and what we should be doing with our cars because
I'm with it.
I haven't. I've been told I was mansplaining, so I stopped.
I don't know a lot, but I don't play around about my oil changes.
Wait, would you say smart?
Huh?
See, wait, that's the perfect response to what he just said.
What did he say, smart?
He said he stopped because he was being told that he was mansplaining. And then he was like, what did you say? Yeah, that was perfect. That was great. Good comedic time in there, Alicia.
I don't know, but like I said, I know one thing. I'm going to stay on top of these oil changes, especially as much as I'm on the road. I'm on the road all the time.
Last as long as possible.
That's smart, man.
I do stay on top of my oil changes whenever it's time. Like when I get my sticker and my sticker says this mileage right here, when it gets here, change your oil. So that's what I do. And I was told to get my tires rotated every time I get my oil changed. So that's what I do.
Okay.
So
I'm not on top of the rotation.
Those numbers, I'm gonna tell you, those are suggested numbers.
Yep.
So if it takes you 3 years to get to 3,000 miles, you're gonna want to get your oil changed a lot sooner.
Well, no.
So Shane, what do you mean a lot sooner? How often do you recommend?
Every 90 days.
The rule of thumb is 3,000 miles or 3 months, whichever comes
first. I was gonna say every 90 days.
Yeah, whichever comes first.
Okay. Yeah.
As he said, that's the key.
I gotta get mine done way more than that.
And it also depends on if you're using synthetic or natural oil as well.
Yeah, conventional motor oil will break down sooner.
Yep.
Synthetic is basically good if you know your motor generates a lot of heat naturally because of its design. So if you got a turbocharged motor, you're gonna want to use synthetic motor oil.
You know what you sound like right now to me? Like you sound when you first came on. Me. Like you sound like it's so foreign to me. Like I try to follow what people tell me to when it comes to my car because I don't know nothing about cars.
Well, here's the easiest way to do it. And I was just explaining this to somebody. Check your oil by putting a little bit on the tip of your finger, right? And if you can't see your fingerprint, and if it starts to look like dark chocolate, it's time to change it.
Oh yeah, if it's dark, because regular motor oil, It's the color. What's the best way to describe the color of it brand new? They don't already
Brand
know.
new, it looks like corn syrup.
Very true. There it is. Perfect. Corn syrup.
I had to stop going to like locally, the Mr. Tire here locally. I had to stop going to them because the one time I took my car to them
Mm-hmm.
and they said that they changed my oil and they never changed it.
Yep.
So like a month later, my oil light came on. Not thinking like, I'm like, why is my oil light like why is my light to change my oil on when I just got it changed a month ago? So I thought I did something wrong. And then the guy, when I took it to AutoZone to check why my light was on, I said maybe it was my sensor. He said he checked my oil and he's like, this oil doesn't look like it's been changed at all. He said, look at it. And I was like, what am I looking at? It looks like it looks like oil. So, but no, he explained that to me.
Well, okay. So the biggest thing to watch out for, they may change the oil, but not the filter.
That happened a lot at Pep Boys.
Yep. so even if you have brand new oil in there, if you have a dirty filter, it's gonna come out looking nasty.
The filter is the little thing they hold up, and they like, this filter needs to be changed.
No, that's the air filter.
White. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
oil filter looks like a little can.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, think of it like this: if you compare like a car to people, the oil's the lifeblood, and if you don't change it or clean it or filter it, it gets real thick.
Yeah.
And then after it gets real thick, if your car is actually still running, it gets real thin.
Yeah.
And then that's when you start wiping out bearings and stuff.
Right. So yeah, the filter, that's what they'll do, because changing the oil is quick and easy.
It can mess up your engine, right?
Yes, it can.
Yeah, like I had that happen to my very first car, actually.
Unless it's a Honda Civic. For some reason, they don't die.
Like, I don't play about my oil. If I play about everything else, I don't play about my oil changes. But
Yep. Yeah. So make sure they get the filter change, and also, if you have one of those cars that has like the oil change reminder, make sure they reset that, because it's a timer, not really a sensor on how dirty your oil is. It's a timer.
Yeah, it's just an interval timer. That's all.
Yeah,
well, that's what I thought it was when I had that issue. I thought that's what it was.
Make sure they reset that timer, or even if you do it yourself when you get your car back. Yeah.
I want to get new tires. I want to get some different tires, and my dad's telling me to go new, and now he's like, yeah, it'll be about 500. I'm like, wait a minute, I wasn't trying to do that.
Depending on the size and the quality and the speed rating, yeah, you're gonna pay.
Maintaining a car is a science. It really is. Because it's like when it comes to tires, it's like you got to know how old the tire is. Because sometimes a place might sell you some old tires and you think they're new.
And they're dry rotted.
Yep, they do dry rot.
Oh no!
I learned that the hard way. That's why I just started buying new tires, and I just said, forget it. It's not even worth the hassle anymore. Because when I went to that one place, I forget the name. I can't remember the name of it right this second. But I went because I just got brand new tires and I didn't get the hazard wear on my tires. So they had told me that like to get a new tire and where my other ones were like the wear on it, like to get one tire wouldn't make sense. So that's why I went and got
what kind of vehicle do you have?
Huh?
What vehicle do you have? Like what?
A 2010 Toyota Corolla.
Oh, okay. So
that's when you get one tire. All right.
So they told me like the one tire would be.
You wouldn't need all four, but if you had on an all-wheel drive car, they're gonna suggest.
You're supposed to get all four, yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, they didn't want me to get all four, but they told me they wanted me to get two.
Yeah, no, it's fine on yours.
Right. But I just got brand new tires, and I'm like, I'm not paying to know. So that's why I went and got a used tire, but then it was dry rotted. and I was so mad because I spent the money and then I messed up like my car. It was just a mess. And then
Yep.
after that, I was just like, forget it. Like, I will get all 4 tires from now on, brand new, like I have been. And if anything
Well,
happens, I
no.
swear.
I would say this. You need to look at your tire before they put it on the car. That's all.
Yeah, they should measure the tread depth and stuff like that.
And you should be able to ask them, can you show me my tires? And they should take you out to
Understandable,
your.
but I don't know what I'm looking at if they
But
show
the
me.
tread
Right.
depth is
And
the little
that's what
line
I'm telling you. Like,
string.
that's the part we have to like either teach you, you have to learn
But
the
that's what
basic
I'm
stuff to
saying,
look for.
like that. But that's what I'm saying, like, you know, before I got my husband, it was just me. So, like, you know, I'm just like, what in the world? I don't know what I'm looking at. So if they show me anything, like when they like the one place I go to, they show the Valvoline place. They show me every time, like they take something out of my car and replace it. Oh,
Right.
this is that, and I'm like, oh, okay, like yeah, but a Mr. Tire or a Monroe, they already think females is stupid. I mean, I'm not dumb to, you know, life. Like I get it,
No,
but
yeah, you're just not knowledgeable necessarily in this particular thing.
But
right.
the tread is the little lines inside on the tire, correct? Like
Yes.
how deep the little like on the tire, how deep the lines are to keep you from sliding
Right.
around.
And they should be 330 seconds or more.
330
Say that
seconds,
again?
you need to throw that thing away.
Yeah, to pass PA inspection, they need to be 330 seconds or more.
I don't know anything about that.
330 seconds of an inch or more. Basically, so they do they still do the Lincoln head penny situation?
Yeah, that still qualifies.
All right. So basically, if you take a penny and you stick it in the tread should come to at least
It should
the
be the bridge of his nose.
yeah, on Lincoln on a penny. He should come like to his head, bridge and nose. Yeah. If it's less than that,
an easier way is if your tread is starting to become level with the wear bars on the tire, it's time to replace.
They don't know what those are, Shane.
I'm getting ready to explain it. So, like, say you're looking at a tire and you see all the lines, right?
Yeah.
If you get low enough to where you can see all those lines have bridges between them, those are the wear bars.
Right.
Okay.
So you'll see them. There's a little piece of rubber that go across, and when you get down to where it's too low, they'll all connect.
Now, if you look at
my tire, I can just tell that it's not.
If you look
well, I'm hoping to get like some kind of Black Friday sale.
Moving too far.
Yeah. Well, you can try the Black Friday sales. You can also buy, if you find your tire sizes on the side of the tire, you can buy them online, brand new ones, pretty cheap, and then take those with you to have them installed.
Yep.
Oh, I might do that because installation ain't that deep. I could get that.
Right. So yeah, that might be smarter to do, because they do have the markups on the tires, and even with the tire, they were people using those tire deals, but they were all rebates. So you had to like mail it in and hope you get your rebate like 60 days later.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I just learned something new about brakes. Buying them at whatchamacallit.
If you do your brakes on your own, you can pretty much do them for free.
Oh well, no, but I mean, I don't do that. But I learned that like it's free to just for the whatchamacallit, like the life of your
for the pads.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. So if you because if you do them yourself in terms of labor, which they're not hard to do, they're pretty easy to teach. Then yeah, you're doing free brake pads because the brake pads are free, and you're doing it yourself, which is free. So yeah, it's free brakes.
Yeah, I know. A gentleman of my husband, some guy.
Oh well, yeah, you're probably gonna pay him though. But if you or your husband,
he only charges $20 a tire.
That's what's up. That's a deal. That's a deal.
Typically, just a front brake job on most
vehicles. Exactly. So I pay $40.
Pep Boys was $350 for a front brake pad.
$350 mostly in labor.
Yep.
Well, guys,
time to be out.
We got like 5 minutes. Anybody have any final thoughts on some of the things we talked about today? Thanksgiving.
Yeah, don't burn down your house.
Yeah.
The Jeezy
boob deodorant.
Boob deodorant and man units. Is that Swenson?
Have you ever went
Swenson's.
to an In-N-Out burger?
We don't have In-N-Out burger, but I've had it before.
I have too.
Yeah,
And
I've
had
I was in California,
Whataburger.
I had it. Man, that's got to be the best fast food I've ever had. It looked
Have
just
you ever
like
had Whataburger?
Huh?
Whataburger?
What
I
a
think
burger.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. When I went to Texas this place
I
last
like
year.
Zaxby's.
It was
I hope
good.
I'm saying it right.
I mean,
They had
it kind of
in North
reminded me, Whataburger kind of reminded me of like Checkers, Rallies type thing, but better.
Yeah, Checkers and Rallies is here in Michigan. I had it one time. Those are gut buster burgers. I mean, they sit on you.
But yeah, Thanksgiving tomorrow, but don't bring your house down. That's it.
Yeah, I don't have a deep fryer for a large turkey, so I'm good.
Well, I guess that's it.
Cool.
Great. I'm
My
just
final
happy.
thought is to go to
Rotate your
Swenson's.
tires every 6,000 miles.
Change your oil.
Yeah.
I don't know, and
That.
your air filter and your cabin air filter is not that important.
Brandon, you ever thought about like taking like actual Windex and putting it in a windshield washer, a reservoir versus?
I have not thought about doing that, but it might work the same way. I guess it would work the same way.
I mean, because it's like when you look at regular windshield washer fluid, the
water, methanol, and all that.
The cleaning strength is nowhere near like actual Windex.
Yeah, but does Windex freeze?
Well, it's got alcohol in it, so I think the freezing like temperature is lower.
Well, try it out. You let me know how that goes. But you know what? That actually might work though, for real.
Yeah.
Y'all are a mess.
I talked to this one guy. He actually.
I'm gonna go check on my greens.
All right, we gotta go do the thing.
We have Alicia. Woo! We have Shane. We have B Mike.
Heyo!
And I'm Sherelle Unique. We out Thanksgiving edition of the 30s Perspective.
Right. Grown people.
Gobble, gobble.
All right.
All right.
Peace.
No hangovers.